Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you already know that the NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in football, and the Philadelphia Eagles are right in the middle of it all. This season, the Eagles have been showing why they're considered one of the top contenders, not just in the NFC but across the entire league. Jalen Hurts has taken a giant leap, demonstrating why he's one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the NFL today, combining athleticism, decision-making, and leadership. The team around him has been playing at a high level, with a stout defense and a versatile offensive scheme that keeps opponents guessing. But as we all know, the NFL is a league where every detail counts, and even the smallest upgrade can make a huge difference when chasing that Lombardi trophy. Right now, one of the key areas where the Eagles might be looking to add a little extra punch is at wide receiver, specifically the number 3 spot. I mean, let's be honest. While Jahan Dotson did a good job stepping up in 2024, the team could definitely benefit from more depth and experience there. Depth at wide receiver is crucial, especially in a league where injuries happen, and having reliable options can be the difference between winning close games and falling short. The Eagles have a solid core, but if there's one area where they could make a smart move, it's securing a seasoned veteran who can step in and contribute immediately, providing that extra security blanket for Hurts and the offensive play calling. And here's where things get interesting. Rumors and expert analyses suggest that the Philadelphia Eagles might have their eyes on a trade target that could come at a bargain price. That target? Kendrick, Bourne from the New England Patriots. Now, if you're a true Eagles fan, you know the Patriots have one of the most crowded receiver rooms in the league right now. They've got talent, but with so many options, it's inevitable that someone might be on the chopping block, especially if they're not making an immediate impact. And Bourne, a veteran receiver who's been around and proven his worth, could be a perfect fit for Philly's needs. What makes Bourne such an intriguing option, apart from his experience, is his ability to play multiple roles in the passing game. He's got good size, reliable hands, and knows how to find soft spots in defenses. Plus, he's familiar with the NFC, having spent some time with the San Francisco 49ers earlier in his career, so the transition wouldn't be as steep. The Eagles could potentially land him for just a 7th-round pick in 2026, a small price to pay for a player who could immediately add depth and competition at that critical WR3 spot. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is it really worth giving up a future 7th-round pick for a veteran like Bourne? Well, in today's NFL, that's often the kind of cost-effective move that can pay dividends, especially when you're addressing a specific need. Plus, Bourne's experience and versatility could elevate the entire wide receiver room, pushing Jahan Dotson and the others to perform at an even higher level. It's about adding that extra layer of competition, which often brings out the best in players and keeps everyone on their toes. Let's not forget the strategic advantage here. The Patriots are always known for being shrewd in trades, and they might be more willing to part ways with Bourne if they see an opportunity to recoup some value for a player who's been productive but might not be in their long-term plans. And the Eagles, on the other hand, are a team that's all about making smart, calculated moves to maximize their Super Bowl chances. Bringing in a veteran like Bourne could give Hurts a reliable target in clutch moments, especially in the red zone or third-down situations, where experience and dependable hands matter the most. But it's not just about filling a roster spot. It's about strengthening a team that's already built to compete at the highest level. The Eagles' coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, is known for maximizing their players' potential, and adding someone like Bourne could be the final piece of the puzzle in making their offense even more unpredictable. Remember, the NFL is a game of matchups, and having versatile weapons in the passing game is crucial when facing top-tier defenses in January and February. Now, I want to pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Because folks, this potential move isn't just about adding a player, it's about making a statement. It shows that the Eagles are serious about closing every possible gap on their roster. They're not just happy to be contenders, they want to be champions, and every smart move they make is a step toward that goal. And let's talk a little more about Kendrick Bourne himself. This guy has a solid NFL resume. He came into the league as an undrafted free agent, which already shows the kind of determination and grit he brings to the table. Over the years, he's developed into a reliable target, especially in a system that allows him to use his size and route running skills effectively. With the Patriots, he's been a dependable player, making important catches in key moments, and providing leadership and veteran presence in the locker room. That kind of leadership can be invaluable for a team like the Eagles, especially as they navigate the demanding NFL schedule and playoff push. Bourne's familiarity with the NFC adds an interesting layer, too. He's already faced many of the Eagles' division rivals and knows how to handle the high-pressure situations that come with playoff football. His experience could be a calming influence on the younger receivers, helping them develop their game and stay focused during crucial moments. It's these little intangibles that can sometimes make all the difference when the stakes are high. The Eagles' roster is already stacked, but every team can benefit from upgrading or bolstering certain positions as the season progresses. And in the NFL, the deadline for trades often sparks a flurry of activity, with teams trying to fine-tune their rosters for the playoff push. Philadelphia, with their smart management and their eye for undervalued talent, could very well be one of those teams making a splash before the trade deadline. Bringing in Bourne or a similar veteran could be that sneaky move that puts them over the top. Now, on the other side, the Patriots have a lot of young talent at receiver, but they're also in a kind of rebuild mode in some areas. They might see the value in trading Bourne now, rather than losing him for nothing. Plus, it's a win-win situation. Bourne gets a fresh start on a team that's genuinely in win-now mode, and the Eagles get a reliable veteran who can step right into their offense and contribute immediately. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade also reflects the smart, strategic mindset that the Eagles are known for. They're always looking for ways to improve, to stay ahead of the curve, and to maximize their Super Bowl window. Since their incredible run in Super Bowl LII and their resurgence under Sirianni, they've built a team that combines talent, depth, and football intelligence. Adding a player like Kendrick Bourne could be the next step in that evolution, especially if it costs so little and pays off so big. And if you're thinking about the impact on the team chemistry, I think it's worth noting that a veteran like Bourne, who's been around for several seasons, can bring leadership and stability to a relatively young core. That kind of presence in the locker room often translates to better on-field communication, a more cohesive unit, and ultimately, more wins. And with the Eagles already having a strong foundation, a smart addition like Bourne could be just what they need to push them over the edge in a tough NFC. So in summary, Eagles fans, keep an eye on this situation. A potential trade for Kendrick Bourne from the Patriots could be one of those underrated moves that makes all the difference in the playoff race. It's a low-cost, high-reward scenario that fits perfectly with the Eagles' roster-building philosophy: smart, strategic, and all about winning now. And as always, the NFL trade deadline is a hotbed of surprises, and the Eagles are always ready to pounce when they see an opportunity to strengthen their squad. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this possible move? Do you think Kendrick Bourne would be the perfect addition to the Eagles' receiving core? Or do you have other targets in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Thanks for riding along, and as always, keep that Eagles pride alive, because we're in this together and the best is yet to come.